Welcome, everyone. Good morning. So wonderful to see all you here on this beautiful, almost fall day. I'm Reverend Deborah Gay. I'm the staff minister here for Center for Spiritual Living in Bellingham. This is a special, special day. As many of you know, we are in a candidating process for our senior minister. And today we have our second candidate with us, Reverend Dr. Duchess Dale. And so we will enjoy meeting her and being with her throughout this whole day. But to begin this service, we'll begin in song as usual. And if you can, do stand.
Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah. One big family, hey, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound, here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound, here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound, hey, hey, hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Okie-dokie. Yay! Oh. Can't you just feel, I've got goosebumps. Can't you just feel the excitement, the energy? It's so awesome. Woo. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. The right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome
All right. So if we have any kiddos here this morning, please come up to the stage and meet your teachers. We also have a teen group meeting today. And if you're a teen and would like to join the teen group, you can meet with Rylan in the back of the sanctuary. Okay. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, it's a special place. We've got Mother Nature and the human race. The world's got trees and bumblebees, rivers and lakes and the open seas, mountains and valleys and animals too, and a sun that shines on me and you. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, it's a special place. We've got Mother Nature and the human race. We've got Mother Nature and the human race.
So hello and welcome. My name is Mary Ballou. Most of you know me. And I am a licensed practitioner here, and we're your POD of the day, the practitioner of the day, along with any other practitioner who is wearing this stole. We are here to serve you. We are here to offer prayer. So please do not hesitate. For good things, for sad things, for things where you need strength, does not matter. The whole gamut. We are here for you. And I'd also like to invite you to join in our morning prayer, 7 a.m. It's only, maybe 10 minutes long, and you can find the link, the Zoom link on the website. So welcome to that as well. And at this point, I would love to just offer you our opening prayer. So yes, take a deep breath, and I invite you to close your eyes if that feels comfortable, and just become aware of your breath. And in your mind's eye, breathe in and out of your heart center. Deep breath into your heart, deep breath out. Becoming fully present, right here, right now. And in this heart space, feel the presence. Allow yourself to connect even more fully with Spirit. Today we are here as part of our spiritual practice, part of our evolving, part of the process of choosing our next senior minister. We open to this process, knowing that it is a sacred process, knowing that each and every person here and in virtual here is part of that process. That through this process, we are participating in weaving a beautiful tapestry here at CSL Bellingham, a tapestry that includes a new senior minister. In weaving this tapestry, We are invited to open our minds, our hearts, and tap into our very essence, knowing there is only one, knowing we are one with Spirit, one with divine love, one with infinite intelligence, one with unbounded joy, knowing that each is guided this day and that every candidate and everyone here and in virtual here is adding to that tapestry, and for that I am grateful. Grateful for the words and concepts and consciousness that Reverend Duchess shares with us today. Grateful for the music that invites and allows us to open up even further. Grateful for every person, every being here at the center, whether physically or virtually, knowing we are all one. Grateful for the divine unfolding of this time together. Grateful for love, for joy, for the magic that is ours to co-create with Spirit. Grateful for clarity and discernment. I say thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for its divine unfolding, and so it is.
Pour yourself in me, pour yourself into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit, pour your joy in me, pour your joy into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit, pour your love in me, pour your love into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit, shine your light in me, shine your light into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit, sing your song in me, sing your song into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit, dance and smile in me, dance and smile into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit, whoa, wonderful Spirit, whoa, wonderful Spirit. I see the beauty in you, I see the power in you, I see the greatness in you, and so it is. I see the child in you, I see the sweetness in you, I see the softness in you, and so it is. I can see it, it's right there before me, I can feel it deep in my soul. I just know it, that you are an angel full of magic and power and pure sweet love. I see see the goodness in you. I see the wisdom in you. I see the strength in you, and so it is. I see the joy that's in you. I see your light shining through. I see the love that's in you, and so it is. I can see it. It's right there before me. I can feel it deep in my soul. I just know it, that you are an angel full of magic and power and pure sweet love. I see the grace that's in you. I see the courage in you. I see the heart in you, and so it is. I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you, and so it is. And so it is. And so it is.
Thank you so much. So fun to sing those songs together. Love it. And affirm the truth. I always think of the lyrics in these songs are as good as a prayer, or as another form of prayer. It is my privilege today to give you a short introduction, well, maybe a medium introduction to Reverend Duchess, who is a doctor, but I'm told that you go with both Reverend or Doctor. Okay. No lateness for supper. Okay. So Reverend Duchess began her Science of Mind journey in the Glendale, California Church of Religious Science, which is what we were called 15 years ago, I think. And she trained there as both a practitioner and a minister. She then spent 10 years at Agape International Spiritual Center, which is a very large New Thought church in LA. She was a practitioner there and co-founded the original Animal Kinship Ministry there at Agape. Then after her ministerial training, she became assistant minister at North Hollywood CSL, and after that served as senior minister at Pacific CSL, and that's in San Diego. She has since served communities in California and in New Mexico, including senior minister at the Santa Fe CSL. She's written for Science of Mind magazine, interviewing authors like Greg Lavoie and Julian Cameron. And she earned her doctorate in humane religious studies and also is a certified animal chaplain. So alongside her passion for ministry, she embraces another passion, which is the theater. She directs plays. She directed plays in Santa Fe and Albuquerque, producing online theater during COVID when we were all inventing new things, and created a podcast, Rewire with Duchess Dale, for the New Mexico Department of Health. And most recently, she's writing a weekly column on Substack called The Disfit. And she shares there honest stories with warmth, humor, and heart. Some of her other passions are animals, books, baseball, show tunes, Starbucks, and most of all, her husband Don and their beloved dog Chai. So please join me in welcoming Reverend Duchess to our community this morning.
Thank you. Ooh, that's me. See, it's easy for you guys to see me and soak me, and I have to take a little more time. Oh, where's your mask? And I want to see you and thank you and say good morning and beautiful music. Hello. I hope to live up to that introduction today. My goodness, I've been doing this a while. And hello to the Zoomers. I'm quite fond of online streaming Zoomers and people who attend, and we're together. Thank you for this opportunity. Before I even get into the talk part, I wanted to acknowledge the fact that we have a solar eclipse in Virgo, if that means anything to anybody. And more importantly, it is actually International Peace Day. The United Nations created International Peace Day umpteen years ago, and I believe it's whether we go out and we do anything about it, to acknowledge it in our minds and hearts, particularly from a spiritual community. I think it's hugely important to do that. And I looked up this year's theme, which is Peace is Not Passive. And I thought that was really interesting. So peace is not, because we're always like, peace begins with me, hum, and we think of it more in that stillness quality, and we're talking about peace is not passive. So it is about bringing the peace that each one of us create, or we share, or collectively create, to the world around us. And today's the day to do it. And tomorrow is probably my third favorite holiday, the autumnal equinox. Oh. I know you all like the solstice, and that's an extraordinary sacred day, but for me, autumn is you sang about it, is my soul. That's when I come home. And whenever I'm taking a class and they always go, well, go to your happy place and breathe. Most people go to the beach. I go to something that looks much like that out there, and it's autumn, and it's a cool air, and there's a light mist, and it's like, oh, so I wait all year for this, kind of like Christmas. Today, I'm going to talk about abracadabra. Now, most of us grew up with the idea of abracadabra. You see somebody with one of those top hats and a magic wand, and you see them do abracadabra, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat, and they do magic tricks. And I was thinking about magic, and I know along the way in my training and dealing in churches and centers that people kind of frown on the word magic. Well, we don't believe in magic. We have words, we have principles, we do this. And I think, yes, and we do believe in magic. We used to have, all of us, I believe, had a magic about us when we thought about Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy, Christmas morning. And that magic is an energetic that kind of inspires us, uplifts us, kind of does a little fairy dust around us. And my goal is to bring back the magic. I'm not discounting science of mind or spiritual mind treatment. I'm not saying it's an airy-fairy, oh, there's magic, we'll let it be. No, I believe magic is a tool that we get to engage, and we do so with abracadabra. And slide number 1, please. It is a metaphysical phrase. I bet you didn't know that as a kid. It is from the Aramaic Bible. Abracadabra, I create what I speak. And as a religious scientist, I would add to that, I create what I think, and then speak or act about, whatever it is. But suddenly, when you have that permission now, it's not kid-like, it's not, cute abracadabra with your wand. Abracadabra is a sacred phrase. And I encourage you to read up on it if you want more history about that. I didn't want to put that on the slide. But abracadabra can become a new mantra for a while. And I've been thinking about that and using that since I started to prepare the talk. And it was like, oh, when I start to face something that is challenging, uncomfortable, negative, or I get a soundbite news flash on my phone, in that moment where I don't know about you, but it's like, oh, abracadabra, I create what I speak. Well, I better think about what I'm thinking before I say what I'm going to say, because the ancients, which is, the Aramaic Bible, the original one, I create what I speak. So we get to do that. As individuals, whether you're a seasoned science of mind person or you're new to the center or you're coming here, you're not even a member, that's not the point. The point is, if we can engage, and we're two or more together, da-da-da-da-da, you know that one, and bring back the magic, wouldn't that be a lovely magic wand and tool for most of us as we navigate the life that we're in, that we're choosing, that's around us, that maybe we're individually going through? And if we have that abracadabra, I create what I speak, my sense is you're going to be a little more careful about your thoughts and what you speak. So I loved the idea of abracadabra. And then I have another slide, if I may. I love to talk about our founders and who we do. And Emma Curtis Hopkins, well, yes, Emma, from Christian Science. But Emma has a depth and a truth that often speaks to it. So it's up there, but I'll read it for you in case, and who went with the Zoomers or however. If you will look into the science of spirit, you will see that your life is meant to be sustained by the science of God and not the science of matter. Matter, meaning the tangible things, the things that we have, the things that we see in front of us, the things that we read in front of us. All of those are really effects from the greater cause of people who might not be creating what they think. They just may be talking right off of the cuff of what they're experiencing. But if we remember that it's not about the external world, but our internal world and how we respond to that external world, whether it's a spouse or an employer or a news thing, then we have magic back in our pocket. We have the magic wand. Does anybody think that they have? What's your magic wand? Talk to me. Tell me. What is your magic wand? Do you have a magic wand? Oh, well, maybe you will now. And you know, it could be fun. I mean, we have this gorgeous altar up here. Thank you, whoever. And I have an altar at home. And I have certain sacred objects and things that remind me and whatever. It might be fun, and I encourage you to go to a toy store. And with Halloween coming, you're going to have lots of opportunities and probably get it very inexpensively. Get a magic wand. Now, I am not implying and saying that that instrument that may look like a wand is going to be magic in the sense of if you take it and go, oh, $1 million. Oh, new car, that it's going to show up. The magic wand is a totem, a sacred touchstone that you can use and remind yourself as you get ready in the morning, if you do your spiritual practice, or before you go to bed, abracadabra, I create what I speak. I create what I think. And then you can do a little check-in on yourself. Well, what am I thinking? Oh my God, do you know what it's like? I mean, I don't know about you, but I always have a dialogue going on. Well, maybe 2 or 3. I'm one of those ones, makes my husband crazy. If he walks in, he sees my computer. There are like 57 tabs open, literally. And when I say, oh, would you go into the computer and do this? And he goes, and it's like, yes, I have to have all those open because that inspires me. I know where to find things. I know how to open and create that. So if you have your magic wand, and you could use a quartz crystal, you could use a wand from the toy store, you could use a beautiful twig from the forest, if we're allowed to borrow twigs from there, or the environment, protective, and have that be a symbol, a reminder to you as you navigate each day. Wow, I create what I speak. And what I speak is going to make a difference about the matter, the tangible things that I see in the world around me. And Emma Curtis Hopkins was fabulous about talking about that, bringing that essence into the science of mind and spirit. And I want to thank you, whoever, because on your website and the materials, you have it listed as Science of Mind and Spirit, which was the original title. And then somewhere it got shortened to Science of Mind. And then somewhere it got confused with Christian Science or even Scientology. It is Science of Mind and Spirit. And if you look at the original textbook, that's what Dr. Ernest Holmes created. And that's what we do. We are using the basic tools of science with the higher mind, capital M mind, to create what we speak, think, and do. So as we think about what we create, speak, and do, that's going to impact and infuse the actions that we take in the world around us, how we show up, how we express peace. And maybe it's a passive way, we're doing our practice, and maybe it's a more active way. And the way we find out is, abracadabra, what do I need to do or know about peace for myself today? What is mine to do? One of my favorite questions, self-questions and mantras, especially when there's so much going on. What is mine to do? Oh, well, there's so much. There's activity, there's protests, there's petitions, and there's events, and there's concerts. And what's mine to do? Oh, you mean today I'm sitting here? Mm-hmm. The next day it may be different. Abracadabra, I create what I speak. What is it that I desire from my soul? They sang about the soul this morning. What is that higher calling? Let's go to the next slide, please. Our founder, and I was telling one of the groups yesterday in the interview that when I first started Science of Mind, I found it a little dry and a little difficult. It just didn't have the personal touch to me. And so for a while, when I was taking early training and reading the textbook, I had to refer to him as Uncle Ernie. So that, because and that offends some people, I know. But for me, I had to create what I speak and what I read, and I wanted to relate to him. I wanted to know him. I wanted to grok what he was saying rather than just read the textbook. So for the first couple of years of my training, and the foundations class and the beginning classes and all that, I quietly and privately referred to him as Uncle Ernie. So I feel like I have this wonderful relationship with our founder, Ernest Shurtleff Holmes. We have within us a power that is greater than anything we shall ever contact in the outer being matter again, a power that can overcome every obstacle in our life and set us safe, satisfied, and at peace, healed and prosperous in a new light, in a new life. And I believe that your theme this month had to do with new beginnings. And this is an extraordinary new beginning for this community. The privilege that you get to allow the higher guidance to move through you and through the three candidates to select your senior minister. It's like a spiritual smorgasbord. You get a little bit of Reverend Lynn, and okay, and then a little bit of me today, or maybe a lot of me today, and then next week some Reverend Abigail, and you get to taste literally the spiritual smorgasbord that the three of us represent, the years of training and wisdom and experience, and we present it to you, and you get to taste and decide, and then think about, abracadabra, I create what I speak. How do I express that in my choice? So I'm doing a plug. I know Reverend Deborah will do that, but do the surveys. It's important for your community to hear, feel, and know, so that you are creating what you're writing, in this case, rather than speaking, to be able to make this higher choice. Because this is a new beginning. This is the year of peace, and it's not passive. And my humble opinion is that we need this philosophy now more than ever. I know you've heard that along the way, and it sort of hasn't really gelled. I think it's time. And I believe that the way to do that is to make our spiritual communities, and not just Science of Mind, but spiritual communities. I believe then it's the 100th monkey. If any or all or the majority of the spiritual communities can get to a place of abracadabra, I create what I speak peace into the world, I speak wholeness, well-being, you pick an adjective that resonates to you, you don't have to use mine, then our 100th monkey is going to start to make that change and that shift that we talk about, that we hear. And I believe that's our work. And that's the collective work of a community. You don't have to do this by yourself. Sometimes it feels like it. And you can go home, and I'm not giving you an excuse slip to not do your own spiritual practice. I'm saying that in addition, you expand that spiritual awareness and consciousness with the collective consciousness of a community, because there ain't nothing like this. To be able to have a community of like-minded individuals who are on the same path. And it doesn't matter if there are differences, diversity in those people on the path, because everyone, I mean, whoever you are, wherever you are welcome here. It kind of says that on some of your material. You are welcome here, now, on this planet, in this community, in this city, in this country, and in your temple, your body. This wonderful vehicle that we have to navigate our way through what's going on in the world. This is what we get to do, and a community is there to kind of prop us up, particularly when it's like tough out there, whatever. For your own individual life, a transition, sadness, job loss, death, grief, any of those things, when you have a community, it's kind of like, magic, it's kind of like the, what do you call those, the Grinch people with the Whoville? You know, with the little Who people, I don't know what they're called. The little Who people that create that circle, and then at one point they kind of go, na, 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 and they open the circle and they welcome you in. That's what a spiritual community can and will do with and for you. And it takes a village, a Who village maybe. Whoville? Who Village, that's it. We'll open up a new one, Who Village. A theme park, I can see it now, Dr. Seuss. We'll go to Who Village and sing our little song. And that is what a community can do and be. And that's what I believe this community, that I've only known for like 48 hours, a few people online and phone calls, I believe that's what this community is poised to do. And I will literally say revving up to do, because you are about to choose a reverend, but you're revving up to to do and be that. And whomever, is that the right English? Yes, whomever, one of the three is that you choose, gets to be your captain, your navigator, and lead that. But she, and I know it's going to be a she, I got that much information, is whoever she isn't and probably doesn't want to do it alone. Obviously I can't speak for Lynn and Abigail, but this really is about community. And I sensed that even in the beginning with the material that was sent to me, viewing the website, and then meeting some of the wonderful people that you have here. I hope you all really know and appreciate what an incredible staff is here. The staff, and then if you move it up to the Board of Trustees, and you move it to the practitioners, and to the volunteers, bless those volunteers. This community is built on that Whoville energy of coming together to embrace each other and to embrace the spirit. Well, what have I got for the next slide? Ooh, this one's a magic slide. Dr. Wayne Dyer, someone who, when he began, New Thought was, they didn't know what to do with New Thought, and they were poo-pooing it, and he was, kind of positive thinking and, blah, blah, blah. Really wise gentleman who gifted us for years with books and classes, and if you're interested or you've never heard of him, YouTube is your friend. Wonderful. Dr. Wayne Dyer said, "You can only see what you believe. Nothing else is possible, and you'll see it when you believe it." Is that science of mind or what? I mean, you'll see it when you believe it. You know that every little kid or every professional magician, when they do their abracadabra or your Shen Lim on AGT doing your magic, whatever that is, that you believe that is going to take place, that the magic will unfold, the magic will reveal itself. And if you're coming to a church or you're reading a New Thought self-help book, and blah, blah, oh yeah, I want to do that, I want to be prosperous, I want to be healthy, I want to meet the right partner, blah, blah, blah. And then you go out into the world, and then the negative, the monkey mind starts. Yeah, but I never win. Yeah, but, my heart's been broken all these times. Yeah, but. That's when, something maybe I'll just plant a little seed. Something in you will go, oh yeah, abracadabra. Oh, yes. I'll believe it when I see it. And there are tons of New Thought teachers and authors and people who support the idea of the visualization of what you want. And I'm so grateful that this community understands the concept of visioning, which is where I grew up with at Agape and Dr. Michael Beckwith. But visioning and visualization are slightly different, but I won't go into that part now. And yes, it does help. How many of you have ever done a vision board, a collage? Look at you. I wish you could. There's a lot. How many out there? Come on. Hold it up. The reason we do that is not magic like, ooh, if I put a picture of this little Corvette, or I don't know what cars are popular these days, but okay. Used to be a Corvette. If I put this convertible car up here, I'm going to manifest that. Yes, and maybe you will, if you believe that you can and will. It doesn't happen. That's where we all got tainted about the idea of magic. It was like, well, if I cut out this picture and put it on my board, easy peasy. No, we also have a phrase in religious science, treat and move your feet. Meaning, do your work, your spiritual practice, your prayers, your spiritual mind treatment, your meditation, and then take the action, passive or otherwise, that is before you to take, to do, to assist that. And you know, sometimes what happens, you start doing that, and then you realize, I didn't really want a Corvette. That's my dream from when I was 15. What do I want? I want what the Corvette represents, freedom. A beautiful car that gets me around safely and comfortably and looks good. Oh, okay. So then you can either take that picture off or stay in that vibration of the magic of what that Corvette made you feel like. Because that's where we get into the holistic part of this. And this time I'm spelling it W-H, holistic. So that the mind, which can get very carried away, very linear, very scientific, and the heart sync up. So that I do create what I speak. And I do so with consciousness, with an awareness, with mindfulness, as well as the passion and the joy of, oh, that's what I want. This is, oh, yes. And you get that feeling nature, that joyous expectancy of what you want to create in your life and your community. What have I got next? Ooh, I've got one more, I think. Well, I've got two more. Okay, slide number 6. Okay. Judy Blaze is a practitioner emeritus from Santa Fe. And one day we were having a prayer call because I actually practice what I preach. I have a weekly prayer call. And now that Judy moved away, we do it probably once a month, or when there's something like the equinox, we do it on these mystical days. And she's quite the goddess. And she popped out with this sentence: the eye that I think others see is not the I that I am. Ooh, I felt a ripple in that one. Ooh, yes. And it was like, Judy, did you hear what you just said? No, what, you know? And she may have been even saying it in a closing prayer, I don't remember. But it was like, oh, whoa. It so applied to some of my pre-coming here what ifs. Oh, what if they don't like me? What if I don't say the right thing? What if I don't, all of those things? What if, I don't have the right clothes? And what if this dress doesn't fit as well as it did before COVID? What if, right? And then I read that because I wanted to include it, and I was like, oh, it's none of my beeswax, about if you're seeing me, and I'm thinking you're seeing me one way or another. I'm standing before you, the I that I am. With flaws, with foibles, with radiance, with any of those, anything, all of that. Lots of joy and a lot of coffee. Caffeine is my birthstone. The coffee bean. It's true. You guys laugh? Oh, no. Yolanda will tell you. Yes, coffee and I. So you're getting, each one of you are going to see or perceive of me from your individual lens, as well you should. And you'll do that for Reverend Lynn and Reverend Abigail. And then what's going to happen is there's going to be a collective consciousness to be seen of the I that I am, because I know you know this one, because we are one. I remember when I first used to hear that, we are one, it sounded like I didn't resonate to that. I kind of was like, no, we're not. You do this and I do that. And I had duality. Thankfully, I had spiritual training that taught me the difference. That we can be different, think differently. Apple Macintosh didn't use the right adverb. They had the campaign think different, but it's actually think differently. So if you are magically taking your wand with an abracadabra, you can think differently about what you see in the world, even if what or whom you see in the world is not to your immediate liking, and you want or desire, need change. There's a sentence I've heard. Let me think. What was it? Change your something, change. Oh, yeah, something like that. Uncle Ernie, sometimes when I see they use that in campaigns, there was something about change your voice, change your life, change your hair. There was an ad, change your hairstylist, change your life. So I was like, oh, yeah, and nobody's giving him credit. I get very protective of Uncle Ernie. It's like, yes, change your thinking, which means what you're thinking in here when you see or experience something, to change your life. It doesn't instantaneously, always, magically with the wand go, oh, it's all fixed, all better. It can. There's nothing that doesn't say because it's all time is now. Usually being the humans that we are that have been on the planet for a little while, even though we change our thinking, we abracadabra and we do our work, you may not see the change right away. And that's where the magic has to come in, and the work and the discipline and the devotion is to believe and trust in that. I am changing my thinking to see the world, as Gandhi said, to see the world that I wish to live in, that I want to see, that I want to participate, that I want to leave as a legacy, especially people who have children and grandchildren, that we get to plant the seed of that, much like these beautiful trees, and let that be the legacy so that what people see, and when you go out into the world, out into, what's the name of that bookstore? Oh, you all knew that. Okay. Kathy and Deb took me, and it was like, and we were so lucky that they were closing in 5 minutes, because any of you who come from the East Coast, it was like FAO Schwartz for me. Books. So that when you go out to Village Bookstore, or you go to Woods Coffee, or you go wherever it is that you go in town or otherwise, you are that expression of the higher light. You are the I am that I am. You are the representation of the peace, the joy, the beauty, the wisdom, and the magic of who you are and who we are in terms of family. As a community. That's what we get to do together. And there will be days and times, maybe even weeks, where we're like, I don't care, I don't want to do it, I don't feel like it, it's tough, it's rough. And that's, again, when you lean into the Whoville circle and you go, okay, hold me, carry me through this. Know the higher truth with and for me. And then later on, you may move around the circle and someone else comes in and you get to pay it forward. You pay it forward. And that is something that I don't know if we often think about that in our philosophy and teaching, is how to pay it forward. And we spent decades trying to get rid of the bad rap of, that all we're doing is trying to get parking places and princes and parking places, I think they used to say, didn't they? And it's like, oh yeah, just to, for you, very self-aggrandizing. And I don't spell it that way. Capital S, self. The higher self, not the little self. I do have my little self, and most of the time the little self fits into the bigger self. You can see it better if it's visual. You have a big capital S, and then my little S self is in there. And sometimes my little S self goes running by, and my higher self has to go, Oh, here we go again, like a puppy or a 2-year-old. Okay, come on, let's come back. Let's know who we are. Let's be here now. Oh, yeah. And then I open the spiritual toolkit that I have, or I've built, that you all are building or have, and we return to the I am that I am. That's the magic. You are all magicians. Wait. Poof. You're all magical now. And that's part of why even the workshop that I'm going to do is theatrical, because people think theatrical is magical, and we get to play. I guess my in life is play and pray, or pray and play, either one. Because the pray, you got that, the wholeness, the stillness, the spiritual growth. And then the play, we often forget about once we become an adult. And the play, which is creativity. Oh, I had a quote about that. Did I have that on this one? Hold on. Yeah, wait. I wrote this. It's not a quote, but I wanted to say it. Magic can evoke one of my favorite attributes, which is curiosity, which is very childlike and very magical. Magic invites curiosity. Curiosity invites creativity. Creativity invites being in the present moment. Hello, present moment, mindfulness, here now. And that is when the magic happens. Because when we don't have the curiosity and the creativity and the certain willingness to play, then we stop things. And that's why teaching the improv of yes and. So that whatever's going on with life, it's like, yes and, here's what I get to do. Here's who I get to be. Here's what I get to create with what I think with my magic wand. So I'm inviting you to join me today and as we go forward, resurrecting the magic within us, within each other, to see that. You know how when you see movies, and it's usually a romantic comedy movie, and they cut to that beautiful blonde ingenue, or the handsome prince, and they have those little stars in their eyes. You know how they do that on film? Ooh, the stars and glitter, and you go, oh. I see that in every one of you. We just have to look for it. You just have to know it's there. You just have to, if you lose it, abracadabra, oh, I see. And the more that we can do that as we go out into our individual lives and world, into the greater world, then we are taking the magic of this teaching, the magic and the compassion of this community out in the world where it needs to be. And I believe that part of what practitioners and ministers and mostly communities are here to do is to do that. It's wonderful to come on a Sunday, hear an inspiration, hear beautiful music, thank you, have refreshments, whatever. It's still about being that presence and taking what you feel, value, and love about this community out into the greater world and community with your own magic wand. I think I'm going to wrap it up. So, because I was telling the board or the practitioners, it's so tricky because when you've been doing this for so long, and tomorrow will be my 25th anniversary of ordination. It was like, thank you. I'm thrilled to share that with you and to be here to do that, to honor it, because I chose the equinox for that day. And as I think about that and wrap this up, it was like, I have so much to tell you and share. Oh, I could talk about that. Oh, wait, I didn't mention, this or that. It's like being a grandparent. You have these kids I only have you for a short time today. It's like, I want to bring out my big tool box, my toy chest, and show you everything. And then I remind myself, it's already within you. And as you see the magic in each one of us and around you, then you will know that. And then you can take classes, you can do things, you can learn more, and you can be the I that I am. So if I may have the closing slide, please. Up in the upper left corner is my husband, Don. And in the right corner is our girl, 15-and-a-half-year-old girl, Chai. And Chai, without a whole long story, Chai's kind of special needs, which is one of the reasons why Don couldn't travel with me. He has to stay there. We don't travel together. She's our priority. And so I wanted, it's kind of a package deal. I thought you ought to know that too. That's my family. And Don is usually quite active in the church, and Chai is, Chai. So I needed you to see and know that and recognize that it's a package deal, for who we are. And so it's really abracadabra. I create what I speak. I know that you do too. And so what I'd like to do now is do a closing prayer. And let the resonance of that bell take you to a sacred space within you. And I invite you to join me. Most people are comfortable closing their eyes, and I recommend that because then you're not distracted by the sounds and the lights and the colors and distractions. And then I ask you what most of us do is take a nice, deep, cleansing breath. In whatever way feels comfortable. And then feel your feet on the floor, your backside supported. Take another breath and arrive. Be here now. So that each and every one of us connect in that higher consciousness in the inner sanctuary of this truth, whereby we may connect in joy, love, and gratitude. And we acknowledge all that we've shared this morning, the music, the words, the thoughts, the ideas. If there were places where you were inspired and uplifted and other places where maybe it was a little pokey or uncomfortable, all of that is part of it. And you bless and release that. And then we take a moment together to acknowledge and bless the Center for Spiritual Living Bellingham and this extraordinary birthing process that's taking place. And all the wonderful midwives and doulas that are here helping to make that happen, to reveal and give birth to the new idea and the new senior minister, to bring forth the highest and best that this community creates. And we take a moment, and if there's any sadness or difficulties going on in your life and the world around you, just take a moment, breathe that, and know that Spirit is right there. And then take another breath and appreciate your temple, your being, who you are, the I that I am, that you are, that we are. And bless it, uplift it, and release it. And know that you will carry with you today whatever seed, whatever magic dust, whatever wand that you need and require will be there for you. And that we can now just move forward into the wholeness of this moment, knowing that, trusting that, allowing that, and letting it be. And with that, I ask that you join me and say, and so it is, and so I am, and so we are. Thank you. Thank you.
So wonderful. So let's just take a breath in together and release. And while the ushers are getting ready and the musicians are getting ready, I just want to take a moment to thank you everyone in this community contributes something to its creation. And whether that is your presence on a Sunday or the many ways we all volunteer in the community and the financial support to our community, it is all so blessed and a blessing and deeply appreciated. And so with this, let's move into music and our offering.
God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. All is beautiful. All is well.
We have this wired microphone because our wireless is being replaced. So I'm still getting used to how strong it is. It's older over there. Okay. Well, the first announcements I'm going to do are to more fully explain the process we're involved in. And that first step is just a reminder that each weekend we have one more weekend of this cycle. And so the Reverend Abigail, who is our third candidate, will be here on Saturday the 27th for a Q&A. And so it's from 10 to 11:30 in this room. And we have 3 preset questions, and then we just open it up to the room to ask your questions. So it's a real way for an informal connection and for you to ask about what's important for you. And there's refreshments. And so as Reverend Duchess was explaining, we always have a workshop after the Sunday service with the candidate. So this afternoon, Duchess is doing improv or improve with spirit. And Reverend Abigail will be doing her workshop again also next Sunday afternoon. And the thing you might have heard more than once from me, the importance of the surveys. The survey that you have with you now is essentially a ballot. So it is, as you can see, there's a number process. And so the surveys will actually be tallied. And the tallies of everybody's survey for every event will be used to then rank the 3 candidates. So this is like the general election in our electoral process. So that will help us get to the top 2 candidates. And then the top 2 candidates is what the vote is in the voting meeting. And in the voting meeting is the first Sunday in October 5th. That's the next slide. And we can vote in person, we can vote on Zoom, and the proxy process is now over, but we also have proxies, and it is for members. So the second vote is for members. And so that is our process, and I will be standing here after the service. If you have any questions or you want to talk anything about process, I'm here to help understand that process. The one thing to remember is when you leave the Sunday service, make sure your survey is in the box there by the front door. And then as you come back for the workshop this afternoon, you'll get a new survey for that experience. So now on to things that don't involve candidating. As you heard earlier, our teen group is meeting today, and their next time that they meet is October 5th. And that group is getting itself ready to bloom. I mean, it's slowly growing, but we really do want to invite any of you who know teens, have teens in your life anywhere, who might be looking for a place to connect with other teens, a place to do things, to be supported, to be in a spiritual atmosphere. Please do invite them to come. And I see that Rylan is standing in the back, and Rylan can answer any of your questions about that. Because we are all holding a firm knowing of the growth of our teen group. Our next event is the Fall Equinox Celebration. That's Tuesday, this Tuesday at 6 p.m. It's outside, unless it's pouring rain. So enjoy the fire, the drumming, the singing, and the chanting. Bring a chair and a drum if you have them. It'll be a fun way to bring the season in. Now, the Spirit of Group is back at work, and their next meeting is Wednesday, October 1st. And this is a $30 fee, but no one is turned away, and so you pay what works for you for the breakfast and the meeting, networking, and the talk. Next, we're beginning a winter coat drive, and so I invite you, starting today and going to October 5th, to bring new or used coats, and there's a barrel again by the door, knowing that our neighbors really appreciate whatever it is that we can do to support them keeping warm this winter. And finally, we really are at that closing up period of our Gourmet for Good events, and you'll see they had some fun there at the pulled pork and Pictionary party. That was on September 13th. Hosted by Kathy and Rana. And we have a couple of fantastic artists there. One is drawing an ape, and the other drew a swordfish. So, but I just really want to thank everybody involved in that Gourmet for Good project. Sandy and Susan have led that effort for many years. This was their last year, so we are recruiting new coordinators for next year. And I want to thank the team, Anne, Kathy, Clara, Philip, and Wendy. It is a lot of work to organize all these events, and also all of you that hosted events. We had 121 bidders. We had 16 events and 44 hosts. So this is clearly a community effort, raising over $16,000. Very, very exciting. And so finally, this is a picture of Reverend Abigail, who is here next week. And come on Saturday for the Q&A, come on Sunday for the talk and the workshop, and we will then begin our selection process. So let us celebrate today by singing ourselves out.
All right. Please stand if you can. I can feel the power of love inside me. Feel the power of love. I can see the evidence around me. We are the power of love. And my eyes are open.
the day. Thank you for coming.